Have you felt the first few days have gone with the quarterbacks in terms of retention from what they learned in the spring?
Yeah, I mean, being able to go through spring ball, obviously, and then you get the summer together to work rhythm, timing, all those things, and then the workouts guys do on their own. I think there's definitely that carryover, and that work shows, but it's also different once you get out there and it's 11 on 11, and we'll find out a lot more tomorrow once we throw the pads on, so it'll be fun to see.
Yeah, with Tommy, you have a quarterback that's so uniquely gifted with the legs, and you had one before that. He might even be a better runner, more electric runner than Jordan. How do you coach that at this time of year? Because that will be a part of the offense. But do you kind of want him to shy away from scrambling and running right now and kind of concentrate on just the passing game? Or do you want him to incorporate that now, even in late July, early August?
Yeah, I mean, his strengths are his strengths. You know, that dynamic playmaking ability, extend plays with his legs, still push the ball downfield. But, of course, I mean, when you're in more of a controlled, sterile environment, if you will, you want to focus on those root fundamentals, the footwork, the rhythm, the timing, where his eyes are, how he's working through a progression. So I think that depending on situation or period, I mean, those are definitely focuses, but at the same point in time, I mean, he's a guy that is part of his game, and you got to go let him be him too, just like we had with Jordan. I mean, there are certain things that we wanted him to improve upon in his game, and he did. He took those steps, and it was a very similar approach. It was, hey, during this period, let's focus on this, and then when we have those live bullets flying, go be you.
Aslan?
Intangible-wise, Tommy, just his demeanor, what does that bring to that room? How vital is it maybe for that room to have somebody with that kind of disposition?
Right. His disposition and attitude, that's a great starting point for it. He is as dynamic of a athlete as he is. I think his personality really matches that. I've said this before. He's so comfortable in his own skin that building relationships with people comes very natural to him. I'm sure you guys feel that from him too when he talks to you guys. It's something that I think that people are really just born with, that natural ability. And so when teammates see how he interacts with them, how genuine those interactions are, I think it's a little bit easier, I guess, for lack of a better term, to be able to fall in line and build that relationship with him too.
When you guys were, obviously Gus was familiar with Tommy, but like when you were evaluating him and watching film before he got here, what were parts of his game where like, okay, we need to clean these things up, and I guess how was he done with taking those instructions?
Sure. I mean, taking a step back first, when you evaluate that film and you look at the body of work he's had throughout his college career, he's played for different coordinators, different systems and I don't know, obviously wasn't at those places, but there could be different standards of what quarterback play needs to look like in those offenses too. I don't know what he was being asked to do in certain situations, but looking at it from a more of an objective standpoint, just going through progressions, consistency, and locating the football, not just what his completion percentage is, but I mean, being able to throw it away from defenders, being able to make the smart plays, and also knowing when to give up on a play. And I hate using that phrase. There's a negative connotation to that, but at the quarterback position, if you can protect the football and give your offense a chance to snap it one more time, then that's a critical part of your job. So I think just in whole, some of those things, just the consistency of, I think what we all think of as just general quarterback play, just continue to build upon that and then be a great decision maker. I mean, let's convert third downs, and you convert third downs or kick field goals. Obviously you want touchdowns, but you're going to give your offense a chance to score points.
In terms of what you're looking for from Jalen, is the goal for him to just be a sponge right now and absorb as much as possible? And what are you trying to get out of him this fall?
I want Jalen to compete every single day, regardless of what his situation is, regardless of what his role is. Just as far as the standard in our program, I mean, you hear Coach Norvell and assistants and players, we all speak the same language in the sense of our objective every single day is to get better. And regardless if you're first or last on the depth chart, whatever that looks like, I want him to go in. I want him to compete. I want him to be a sponge. He's in a unique situation. I mean, he's played a good deal of football regardless of the level he's at. But he gets to also sit and see Tommy, and then Brock has seen playing time, and then, I mean, Kevin, for a young guy, has a really good mind for the game too. So there's some great conversation and back and forth that goes on in the quarterback room, and I think not just for Jalen, but all those guys can take a piece of each other's game or learn from each other as well, and that's something that we encourage.
How do you go about doing reps in the sense of Tommy gets this percentage, Brock this percentage, Kevin, so on and so forth, when you guys get into 14-oriented stuff?
Right. I think it matters as much for the quarterback as it does for the guys around him. You want to play guys, obviously, that are going to be on the field together as much as you can. In the same hand or in the same breath, you want those guys to go out and compete and be able to push each other, light a fire under each other every single day. So being able to balance that. And the other piece of it, too, is just being strategic from our standpoint as coaches, how we script the practice. Okay, this is something that we know is a great strength of Tommy. I want to make sure that he gets this rep so it's not fool's gold. You know what I mean? What we're seeing is confirmed on tape. It's confirmed in live action. And I'm just using Tommy as an example here. But, okay, we find a flaw in that. And then maybe he does need to work a little bit more of that. And then after we digest what has happened in practice, what has happened in game planning, that's when you assert that into the actual game day game plan. Okay, these are the strengths of our players. These are the strengths of our quarterbacks. This is how much those guys have repped it. This is how confident he is in it, and this is how confident we are in it. It's kind of a collaborative approach.
Tommy seems to connect with people very quickly in terms of personality, but on the field, how has he maybe connected in terms of building that rhythm and chemistry and sharing the playbook and I want this ball here, I want that ball there type of thing with, say, receivers and tight ends?
I think naturally from a more experienced player, an older guy, a guy that's seen a lot of football in different types of systems, I think he naturally has the confidence to have those conversations to help build that chemistry with his teammates, regardless of what that position is. He's also, to his credit, I mean, he's not afraid to ask the question. There's a lot of older guys where it's just kind of the expectation, oh, you've played this many snaps, you should know that by now. And he's not afraid to say, hey, coach, this is a little cloudy in my mind. Can we clean this up? And so I think it comes down to just, one, his relationship, how natural that is with the players, with his teammates, with his coaches. But two, his experience. I mean, that helps that process a lot.